Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here pushing this truth and sincerity. The water of which I do, we love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to y'all. This is your brother Dawud Dad. All right, I don't want Ratazah. Here to give you an edifying lesson through the spirit, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into the topic. All right, this is further proof on us being separate, right? Separate people from the other nations in the world, right? And us being the one that the Most High chose, okay? All throughout the Bible, it speaks about Israel being the number one nation under because we have the Heavenly Father's name, right? Yasharallah. He is the Prince of Power. He is the Prince of the Power. And the power is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, meaning He is or He exists. All right. So really quick, I'm just open up with this scripture. Is 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 53, I believe. Let me see. It's reiterated all throughout the Bible that the Most High is only dealing with Israel. Right. So this is 1 Kings chapter 8 verse. Start at. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, all right, so let's start at verse 50. This is a prayer from King Solomon, right? Start at maybe pray into the tower. Start at verse 49. This is a prayer from King Solomon to the Heavenly Father. It says, "Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. And forgive thy people," right, which is so-called Black, Native Americans, and Latinos, "that have sinned against thee in all their transgressions, wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before them who carried them captive, that they may have compassion on them. For they be thy people, and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt, for the midst of the future of the furnace of iron." So who's that people? All right. So the Heavenly Father's people is Israel, right? His name is Yahweh. Our name is Yasharallah. He is the Prince of the Power. All right. We were the ones that sinned against the Most High, man. Right. We were the ones that sinned against the Most High. It was us. We were the ones that He brought out of the land of Egypt. It was the Hebrew Israelites that He brought out of the land of Egypt. Right. When you read in Joshua, I believe it's the second chapter, verse 9, maybe, right? Where it talks about Rahab, and she says she heard about the things that the Heavenly Father had did in the land of Egypt for our sakes, right? The whole world have heard that what the Most High have done for the Hebrew Israelites, man. That's us. But the problem is that even after all that great escape, you know what I'm saying? That great salvation, we still went off and sinned against the Lord, man. Right? It talks about the transgressions in these verses. Well, guess what? Who's the only people that can transgress? Sin is transgression against the Heavenly Father. It's transgression against the Lord, right? That's what sin is. Let me see if I can find that. Transgression. Let me see. Because I believe it's John. Sin is transgression of the law. I think it's John 4. John 3 and 4. "Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law." So who was given the law to? We'll come back here in a second. Let's get Psalms chapter 19. Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. Yeah, He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. So, let me see. Oh, verse 20, it says, "He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord." So, yeah, it's the so-called Blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, the Hebrew Israelites, that the Most High gave his his law to. So if you transgress the law, the only way you could do that is by being a Hebrew Israelite, right? Let's see, going back to First Kings, was it chapter 8, right? So we were the ones that transgressed the Heavenly Father's laws, all right? So we were the ones that were given the law. Going back to, was it? Yeah, verse 51, it says, for they be thy people. They be thy people. Look at that. For they be thy people. And thine inheritance, which that inheritance is the name that he gave us, right? Which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt in the midst of furnace of the fire. That thine eyes may be open unto the supplication of thy servant and unto the supplication of thy people Israel. See, there you go. Why doesn't it say thy people everybody, right? To hearken unto them and all that they call for unto thee. For thou didst separate them. For thou didst separate them. Psalms 147:19. He he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nation. Boom. That's the separation, right? For thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth to be thine inheritance as thou, and there you get again, that the inheritance as thou spakest by the hand of Moses, thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt. That's all. See, he brought Israel out of Egypt. O Lord Yahweh, right? And when he said unto Moses, it's because of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7. Right? It says, and thou, Salakia, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm bugging. Got that backwards. It says, for thou art an holy people. Holy, Kodash, right? Holy, Kodash, it means separate, to be apart, right? For thou art an holy people, a Kodash people, unto the Lord thy power. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thy God, thy power, hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are on the face of the earth. The Hebrew Israelites are separate from other people, from other nations, man. And you can tell we have all the greatest gifts given by the Heavenly Father, given to us by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? And you can tell, you can clearly tell the difference between us and every single other nation that is on the planet of Earth. You can tell by the whole way we move and how they move, right? The thing is that we are in captivity right now, so we're not able to showcase our gifts that the Heavenly Father gave us, right? We can still do it, but under the guide laws of Esau, who runs the world now. Job 9:24, the earth is given the hand of the wicked. So therefore, in order for us to showcase our athleticism, we have to go in their sports. In order for us to showcase our entertaining values, right? Our singing, our dancing, we have to go into be signed under some damn Amalekites record label or dance studio competitions, or like you have a little black community set up here and there, but like on a grand scale of things, Esau runs the world. So in order for us to really showcase our talents and our gifts that we receive from the Heavenly Father, we gotta 9 times out of 10 you gotta bow the knee to Esau down here, right? Which is why we kind of stay out of the limelight, because in order, when you get into a certain type of limelight, Esau comes after you. He try to invite you to fucking parties and shit and try to say, hey, do this homosexual shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to really make it big, like look at Lil Nas X, man. That dude was not gay before he became a big star, man. And that's facts, man. They turned him that way, man. Right? So, because that's how it is, man. Esau is like, you want making this world. Even though you're the one, here you are, you're the one with the actual talent. But when you get a following, man, they want to take you into to another realm and shit, make you do sacrifices and shit. And Esau's a damn devil, man. Right? So we're separate people, man. We're better than these people. That's what it says. Let me see. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It says, hear the word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying. So this is the same exact thing being reiterated from 1 Kings, right? And then boom, into Deuteronomy 76. And then boom, into Amos 3 and 1. He talks about against you, O children of Israel, right? Because he brought you out of the land of Egypt. It was reiterated in other scriptures that we brought out. We were the ones brought out of the land of Egypt. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities. So he's saying, you're my children, and I only know you. So therefore, even though you're playing among some other children, I'm going to beat your ass because you're mine. So when you do the things I tell you not to do, I kick your ass. That's what he's saying. Clear cut and to the point, right? So we're separate, right? We're holy, Quadash, meaning separate from the other nations and better than them. It's not coming out of my mouth, it's coming out of the Holy Bible. The Most High has said. The Most High have said it. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I have pushed truth and sincerity. To what I what y'all do, we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to y'all. Till next time.